This lesson is going to teach you about expanded notation. Expanded notation is another way to say expanded form, and expanded form is a way to write numbers by showing the value of each digit. So before we get into looking at numbers, let's just review what the place value blocks represent. So the flat, the large one, represents the hundreds, because if we count up each square, there's 100 of them. The long one, the rod, represents the tens, because there's 10 squares there. And then the one, the units, represents the ones. So when we use these place value blocks for expanded form, we're going to be using the hundreds for the digit in the hundreds place. We're going to be using the tens to represent the tens place, and the units for the ones. So here we have the number 245, and we're going to start by drawing the place value blocks. So there's a 2 in the hundreds place, so we would have 2 of our flats for the hundreds. And then there's 4 in the tens place, so we would have 4 of our tens. And 5 in the ones place, so 5 of our units. So now we can use this picture to help us write the number in expanded form. So we're going to use multiplication to do this. We have 2 of the hundreds blocks, so 2 groups of 100. So we can say 2 times 100, which we know equals 200. We have 4 of the 10, so 4 groups of 10, or 4 times 10 is 40. And we have 5 of the ones, or 5 times 1, which is 5. So we've separated these multiplication parts using parentheses. So that way I know that the numbers inside the parentheses are what I'm multiplying together, and then I'm going to add them up. So 2 times 100 is 200. 4 times 10 is 40, and 5 times 1 is 5. And 200 plus 40 plus 5 is 245. So on this one, we have the picture, and we have to write it in expanded form and then figure out what number is represented. So we have our hundreds, there's 4 of them. So we have 4 groups of 100, or 4 times 100. And if I count those, there's 100, 200, 300, 400. Then we have 3 groups of 10, 3 times 10. So 10, 20, 30. And last we have 5 groups of 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we add those all up, 400 plus 30 plus 5, we get the number 435. So the way that we would write it in expanded form would be using the parentheses and the multiplication. So 4 times 100 plus 3 times 10 plus 5 times 1. So what that's saying is that we have a 4 in the hundreds place. So we have 4 hundreds plus 3 tens plus 5 ones, and we put that together, we get 435. So that's one way to show the expanded form for numbers using place value blocks.